YouTube, friends, subscribers, colleagues, scientists, like-minded, all those on the greater endeavor for the greater good of humanity and more. It's Sunday, December the 21st, 2025, Dallas, Texas. Well, we still have Comet 3I Atlas starting to make its exit. And guess what we're experiencing again? As we have these great massive objects near Earth, so the scientists say. And usually when we're having this kind of activity, I usually come out and do a documented series and document this phenomenon. But we have extreme, right on time again, low cloud activity. The clouds are an appearance of what looks like an upside down ocean. So if you were on a ship and there was no land present and you were looking at the ocean water as it's active, this is what it would look like. But we're seeing this phenomenon in the clouds in Dallas, Texas, far away from the ocean, here at ground level. So let me flip this camera around and you guys can get a pretty good view of what you haven't seen for a while. So I'm currently facing east, and you can see what we have is a oceanic looking effect of all of the clouds. Now I am panning to the south. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Now we are panning to the west. And I'm hoping this is getting some really good resolution. Not sure what it's looking like on the stream, but there you go. Now we're facing north. But if I look directly straight up above me, I'm not sure like what this is looking like on the camera, but you can see it's looking very oceanic like. And if I start panning back around towards the east, you can see it's very oceanic looking. So I unlocked some videos back on my shorts section and in my videos section and in my live section. So you can see, I'm just going to continue to pan. That's currently east. I'm now facing south. But it just goes on and on and on, like as far as the eyes can see. Now we're panning back to the west. And let's go back to the north here. Now, I don't think this camera is doing the kind of justice that we need here. But just imagine if you were standing on a ship in the ocean looking at the ocean, but in this case we're on the ground looking up at clouds that are rippling, have that ripple effect like the ocean. As far as the eye can see, 360 degrees all directions. Now there's a post I could have shared in my post with Dane Wingington. We've been having those extremely chaotic wind events, winds of up to 144 miles an hour. We're still facing south here. We can go and face west, but you can see that they are just up and down, up and down, up and down, like wave currents on the ocean. Now in some of those videos that I unlocked in my live feed and in my shorts section, you're talking about the cloud ceiling getting down as low as 4 stories, 10 stories, 8 stories, brushing buildings, brushing trees. This past few weeks, we've been seeing those same very clouds sitting down here creating foggy-like conditions. But strikingly enough, all of the phenomenon which we started discussing, where you would start to see lightning traveling great distances over the land, has been happening now. We've had a lot of transformers exploding and popping, power outages that have been going up and down. In some cases, out in Plano, Frisco area, they have sounding the tornado sirens, but the sirens weren't for tornadoes, they were for wind speeds of over 100 miles an hour. So I get a lot of viewers that connect from all around the world, and I don't think they understand the severity of what's happening here, but geologically we're all in different positions all over the world, and what may be happening polarity wise here may not be happening at your geological location. But like I've always said during these documentation series, where I just come out and do it raw without editing any of the video or manipulating any of the footage, is that we're definitely observing polarity change, and the only way to get the cloud ceiling to lower itself to the ground is if we have some type of a magnetic disturbance through positive and negative charges, in which opposites attract and like charges repel. So the clouds are the attitude of the ecosystem of the Earth. And currently, if we want to understand what the attitude is, all we simply have to do is come out and observe what the clouds are doing. So there's some new content that has been coming out in which a new map has been getting posted by some other channel called the Legion of Holy Hands. Now, I'm just gonna dive back into a historical record here, in which we had a comet Ison pass by many years ago, and me, J7409, and several others were doing live streams as that came by, and I was also documenting the same phenomenon where the cloud ceiling started acting like this. And generally, when we have violent or chaotic solar storms, like where they start broadcasting X flares, we generally see the Earth react like this also, in which we just start seeing that generally when we see this type of atmospheric phenomenon with the clouds, it's generally much higher up in the stratosphere, up in the atmosphere. And that generally that we would see, which look like I don't know, snow clouds, they have gone from way up there to way down here. So I'm a pretty old guy, and I can tell you that this is not a normal phenomenon. So through the documentation of what I've been documenting for many years now, I've been putting the fact out that every 3 to 6 months is when we see the ceiling is dropping lower and lower and lower. And some people are really just wanting to see something, but we're talking about a massive distance. Everything has to cover in order for this geological change to be visible to the naked eye. But it has been a while since I've come out and done one of these upside down like ocean videos. But we have a comet that is going by, and it is definitely enhancing the effect of what the attitude of the clouds are doing. So this is a utility pole here. It's not too high, but it's definitely putting some things in perspective, I hope. And I am just now starting to look at the chat. It's good to see everybody here. Hi, Jersey. Hi, Poland. Welcome. This is Texas, Dallas, far away from the ocean. About 5 hours away. But yeah, we're getting some interesting cloud phenomenon again. And I did unlock a few of those videos just to go and show some of that content. But you can see that some go, 8 years, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. You can see the dramatic changes in the attitude. I'm just trying to see how I can get the best possible view here without disturbing the filter, anything. I just hope this is doing some justice. I think this is a pretty good view here. You can see where it's waving up and down like wakes. There you can see it's getting a little more chaotic over that way now. Let's see here. Let's try to see. You can see how it's waving up and down over there. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on the exit of 3i Atlas. I don't understand why everybody is constantly perpetuating that this is an alien craft. I mean, if that were the case, that would have been pretty resonant a long time ago. I've been following Ray's astrophotography because he's the only one that's actually constantly out here in Texas on clear nights filming the 3i Atlas live. He's doing it raw. He's not like, putting any filters or changing the video content or doing anything that disturbs the raw content of the filming through telescope. And that's what we need. Like we need like raw data, not like enhanced videos with sound and things to like make it sound like the earth is on fire. We got like a very strong all for views society going on out there. Yeah, that's pretty funny, Jersey. Yeah. But yeah, what's even funnier between NASA, Ray's astrophotography, and Astronomy Live is you know they're cutting their feeds, but everybody else is filming it live through their telescope. They did the same thing when Ison came by, and so Ray is an astrophysicist, and when Ray was filming it, he was actually saying when he took a measurement of Ison, I'm not Ison, but 3i Atlas, that he was saying that his measurements showed that 3i Atlas was the size of Earth. So think about this. They were trying to say similar things about Comet Ison when Ison was coming by. And so we started contacting a lot of people and blowing that up pretty big. It started getting all over the news. It actually became like a very big subject. But during the live broadcast, I don't know how many may have seen this, but during the live broadcast, there was a object that was propelled towards Ison, and it hit it, and then it just completely evaporated. And everybody on that live stream saw that projectile fired from the west. If you're looking, let's say you're looking at a computer monitor, right? You got your north, south, east, and west bearings. The projectile came from the west, traveling towards Ison in the upper northwest quadrant coordinates of your monitor, and it just knocked it out, and it just incinerated. When that happened, they actually cut the broadcast, and then that was it. Then all the streams died, and then that was it for the Comet Ison broadcast. And that's just kind of like where the whole Comet Ison thing went. It just kind of oh, it's a comet today and it's gone tomorrow. So what I'm wondering is here with 3i Atlas, if we're going to see something similar as it's exiting. Is some projectile going to go flying towards Atlas? What will we see? I think the next set of target dates through some of these channels that are coming out and posting some of this strange data at such a convenient time, just like when Ison was here. They're posting changes in the water table, and they're also posting that another event will be present close to December the 29th. So let's just wait and see what happens. All right, well, I want to wish everybody a happy solstice, Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you on the next one. And cheers from Dallas. Be safe and Godspeed.